Rolling These 20s presents Philly by Night. Rolling These 20s presents Philly by Night. Starring Liz as Dr. Aretza Sayre, a La Sombra whose curiosity has led to a frightening blood pact to thwart a Camarilla. Ivana as Serenity, a bruja who is about to embark on a task with her long-lost lover. Mikey Mike as Delroy Lindo, a caitiff bodega owner who is slowly losing everything he held dear. Lonzo Gonzo as Oscar de Leon Ponce, a Ravnos whose secrets may soon come to bear. And our weaver of disquietude and terror, the Prince. Not much is holding the coterie together these nights, besides a fear of approaching enemies and the will to survive. Will it be enough in Chapter 14? No strings attached.
Oh boy, wrong live scene. Oops. There we go. Good evening, everyone.
It's been that kind of night.
It's been a night. It's been a night.
I moved it and then I didn't move it up high enough and I clicked the wrong one. Anyway, hello. Welcome to Rolling These 20s presents Philadelphia by Night. And a night is going to be, let me tell you, there's so much in store. But before we get rolling into the shenanigans that are going to happen, a few things to pop in here. Mike and Mike will be here, but a little late. I suppose if I was going to do a Jason Crawl, he'd be here at a thematically appropriate moment. But I'm not. So with that said, we're going to start off and let everyone introduce themselves, and we'll start with Ivy.
I'm Ivy. I use they, them pronouns, and I will be playing Serenity Sanchez, the Bruja, who uses she, her pronouns.
Liz.
I'm Liz, she, her, playing Dr. Aretza Sayre, the La Sombra, who just seems to walk blindly into trouble lately. Also, she, her.
Lonzo.
Buenas noches. Oscar de Leon Ponce, pronouns he, him, a Ravnos vampire who is stuck in the middle of a whole bunch of things.
And I am, of course, your storyteller, Prince, also known as Dimples and Dice. So you'll see me in chat on Twitch and all that jazz. And I've been weaving quite the tale for these players to go through, and they've been giving me all of the fodder and fuel that I ever need to tell a horror story, let me tell you. So who wants to give us a bit of a recap of what happened in the last episode before we get started into what's going on tonight? Are you
I
on?
guess I'll go.
Okay, yeah.
So we left off. We had adopted a Ravnos after coming upon a truck with a flesh molded young man attached to the steering wheel and chair. Ari killed him humanely. And that got taken care of. Delroy went back to the bodega after being told not to go back to the bodega, to pay the cleanup crew, and the group knocked out for the night. Next day, Delroy meets up with the rest of the crew, and mentions that he had seen... Oh, no, he goes to see Anita, and she tells him, do not go fucking back to South Philly. You're gonna die. Also, there's a new prince being announced. I have no idea who it is.
It wasn't quite that dramatic, but it was pretty straightforward.
It's a mess.
It's dangerous in South Philly. You probably shouldn't be there.
mentioned there's a new prince. She doesn't know who it is, just that the harpy had come and told her. And I believe she also mentioned that the Justicar had been running around. I'm not sure if that was her or if that's somebody mentions that later on. Either way, Delroy eventually meets up with the rest of the crew. Gives Ari a note that was found behind the flesh molded young man that says, "You could have just asked." Ari then has to explain what the hell is going on, and she does, mostly. While this is going on, Serenity has been getting messages, texts from her complication. um,
Vacation.
and basically saying, "I need to see you, get over here." And after stalling for a few minutes, she does. Basically, Sierra, the one-time Primogen, La Sombra Primogen, has been booted out of her spot and is about to be replaced, which is, in her mind, a problem. She is trying to enlist Serenity for help. Serenity gives her a quick rundown of what happened to them in the past couple months, including that the Second Inquisition had made Delroy an offer, which was quickly grasped upon, and Sierra said, "This is perfect, thank you," and took off. Delroy and Oscar went to check on the bodega in South Philly, and ran into Abraham, the Tremere who had set up Delroy's wards on his shop.
Indeed.
Abraham was like, "Look, I like you, man, but this is probably going to be the last time we're going to see each other." And as they are talking, the bodega, the entire building blows up. It was bad. Abraham took the fuck off. Delroy and Oscar both stood there going, "What the fuck just happened?" And tried to figure that out. Ari took her little note and went and met some new friends. One of whom was a young woman,
I mean,
appeared to be late 20s, early 30s, I'd say.
Yep.
Woman named Mina. And she introduced her companion, Tomas. They were both Zimache, the ones who had left the note for her the night before, the ones that she had been observing.
Spying on for those of the uninformed, that there's definitely
she'd been spying on them for the past couple weeks, month or two ish, mostly out of curiosity. Yeah, the voice in Ari's head, who she still hasn't figured out as a ghost, she just thinks it's a voice in her head, told her that is frickin' Vlad Tepes run, which she didn't do. And so she got tasked with maybe setting some werewolves on Elysium. The crew met back up at Ari's. Everybody kind of gave the rundown of how their nights had gone.
What else did Ari do while she was there?
Oh, right. She also she did learned a little bit of the core component of Zimache, flesh melding, whatever it's called, and practiced it on Big Al. It was not kind. The crew met back up. They gave their basic rundowns. And that was pretty much where we picked up. Everybody was kind of going to bed. Yeah, I think that was about it. Ari said, met Dracula. Big Al's dead. Gonna need some werewolves, which was her short and sweet of her night.
The TLDR.
Yeah.
Anything that you all would like to fill in that you feel might be left out here before we get rolling?
Oscar left the apartment before when we all went to bed. He left to go inform the rabbi of things that are transpiring because his sire told him to.
He's some kind of sneakiness.
Indeed.
Sneakiness.
Not sneakiness. I'm an obedient dog to the state. I kind of feel like Edward Elric right now. In such,
I've got a
Damn.
fucking job to do, okay, you guys? Like, damn.
So,
Mm-hmm.
Oscar, because we didn't get to touch this last episode before we rolled out. You did check into what was on the cameras for Delroy's.
mm-hmm.
You did find things.
All right.
Ed was outside talking to someone, but the person was conveniently in that one blind spot of the camera. You couldn't see where they were, but you do see Ed look a little puzzled for a moment, and he takes a large bag back into the bodega, and about 20 minutes later, the bodega explodes.
All right. Do I have? I assume I don't have Elroy's number on me.
I don't think y'all exchanged numbers at any point.
I don't think we have.
I don't think you did.
You have Serenity's.
Do I have Serenity's? Did we converse back and forth?
Yeah, because she said, "Look, here's my number. If we exchange numbers, so in case when she got into the black Bentley, she'd be like, if I
Yeah.
help, get help."
Yep.
I know there's no one else. So for now.
And we're starting on the same evening before we move on, because
Okay.
you were working on things
Yeah.
even as it was coming into the light time of the day.
I think I would hold on to this information right now. I don't think it's extremely too important of a thing on my list. So I'm holding on to this information right now.
Do you head directly to the synagogue?
I do. That is important on my list.
All right. So I'm picking one actually, because I want to make sure I have a good space here. I know where this is actually. Okay. So you head out and you know that it's getting to the early parts of the AM. But you know that you have a mission to deliver a very important bit of information before this evening is over. This synagogue is located in the Society Hill area of Philadelphia. And you know that the rabbi has a very special area carved out in the basement of this place. This area is nice. It is a very nice and richer looking area. And you are basically going to have to do your best either to stay in the shadows or not stand out at all. Because you don't look like you're from around these parts, even for a Philly area, just someone walking through. And if you're like staking this place out, you are going to look very fucking suspicious.
All right. Let's see what this does again. Forget what Silence of Death does. But I mean, I have awe and daunt, so I could easily
Get past
Try and get
most humanoids here. Any kind that walk up on you probably won't be too worried about who you are or what you look like.
So Do I happen also to know the rabbi's name?
Yes. Yes, you have his name. It is shoot, I closed my tab because all of my stuff crashed earlier. But I do believe it was Michaelis or Michael, something along those lines. Oh god damn it. Bear with me a moment.
McAllis.
Michaelis, thank you. I knew I was close.
Okay. I will
Yes. Rabbi Michaelis Basaris. And it's on the the door to this place has the name of the various rabbis that work within here.
all right. I'm gonna try and head towards. Do I know that there's an entrance to the small area in the basement?
No, but you could look.
I'll try and look for it. Why not?
So let's say you got your character sheet, I think will be an appropriate role for this before you go with the straight up break in. I think.
And I'll try and do silence of death as well. Try and mask my nullify my sounds. Try to mask them.
Does that require nope, no rouse check. Okay. Sounds good. So as far as anyone who would come across you, they might see you, but they probably would not hear you. And if you're sticking close to the shadows, you should be, mostly fine. I would say for looking for a way into this place,
Mhm.
I would say wits awareness.
What's awareness? All right.
And it'd be a 3, I'm sorry. Which you
You
pass.
want me-
No, you're good.
All right.
You find an interest to this place. It is a small door, and the windows to the basement area that you see in here are all covered up entirely. Looks like they may even have metal on them. Bars on the outside, and then a window, and then it looks like a metal sheet plating on the inside.
I'm sure if I go ahead and do that, I will drop silence of death because I'm going to.
But there is a door. Just an FYI, there's a door to go in here, but that's
Yeah.
the window you see next to it.
I want to drop it so I can knock on it because I'm sure if I knocked on it with silence of death, it's not going to make a sound per se.
So you knock on the door?
Knock on the door.
You wait a moment. You don't hear any sound. And then the door opens. And there's I don't know, looks maybe like a 15, 16-year-old boy comes to the door and he goes, hello? Can I help you?
Yes, I am looking for Rabbi McAllis. I need to speak with them of great importance and urgency.
Does he know you're coming? Do you have an appointment or something?
I don't think I have an appointment, but what I have to speak with him upon is rather important, and he would want to hear this.
Is there something I could tell him to let him know that other that it's great importance that he should talk to you? Sorry, he gets visitors, and this is about time for him to get ready to go to sleep. He has a weird sleep schedule. I don't really understand it.
Let him know that I'm trying to look out for his best interests. he would want to hear this.
And as you say this, basically from behind this boy in the darkness that go into these basement stairs that you see, a man appears. And
Rabbi?
it goes, Jason, please, please. Me and this one need to talk. Private. Come in, son. Come.
Thank you. And right, and I close the door behind me.
And he walks down the stairs, and you come into a room, and it looks sort of like a nice, like a posh sitting room. It's not like overly adorned, but it's got like I'm not sure what a synagogue would have in it. I haven't been in one, but I would imagine that this would have your general Jewish accoutrement, books, couch, coffee table, that sort of thing. And he sits down in a lazy boy chair, and he looks at you and points at the couch. May I get you
Thank
something,
you.
son?
As of now, I'm okay. Just your time and your attention.
I'm not used to getting visitors of your ilk, I must say.
Understandable. I could understand that. Who would assume one such of myself would come around this way?
Indeed.
Usually it's someone seeking wisdom or guidance. But it seems like tonight I am the one to bring message of a warning, so to speak, for you.
Oh. Warning. What type of warning would you have for me?
I've been informed of certain happenings going along Philadelphia. And your name may have come across the lines of communication. I want you to be on your guard, so to be. Things may be coming your way. Not sure when, could be tomorrow, could be in the next few days or next week. But please be careful. There is someone who may attempt to come for you.
You can speak plainly, child. I know you speak of the deposed former primogen.
Well, then you're a little bit more informed than I was led on to at first. So you are aware of her. This,
Of course, she is a vengeful brat.
word is that she wants to get back in the good graces, restore her former power,
And
what may
how
have you.
exactly does she plan to do this, child?
Removing you would be one step along her path. So the rest I'm still trying to piece together. As you know, my sire has certain plans in motion. These plans also wish to see you, I would say, among the living, but
Abhishek wants to see me among the living because Abhishek wants to place among the Camarilla now.
you are wise indeed. I can see why many come to you for guidance.
He has shown his face. Saladin, and the rest of the Camarilla have a distrust for the Ravnos, but
We're hoping that some relations could be built. Some could be formed, alliances kept. Right now, it seems that a lot of attention is focused on South Philadelphia right now. I'm sure if you've heard of the going ons and happenings around there, and you should know that I've come into contact and been awfully close to some of those individuals. I'm not sure how much of a target's on my back, and I don't wish for one to be painted on yours as well. But my sire Abhishek does wish to have power, and I'm trying to help him gain that power.
is there anything that you have that Sierra may know that I do not?
It's uncertain.
You do have one piece of information, Oscar. Sierra has the information about Delroy and Serenity speaking directly with the Second Inquisition, and that's what she was going to deliver. Just offer little bits that
There is talk of the Second Inquisition grasping power in South Philadelphia. Delroy, the Baron of South Philadelphia, one of the barons, recently spoke with them.
oh,
Some sort of offer was made. Don't think he's taken it. I'm not sure if he's even going to take it. From what I've seen and judged by his character, I don't believe that's the case. This could be a reason why his bodega's no more, unfortunately. But there is that. They're looking to make a move. They're looking to start something.
do you know if this information has been delivered to Saladin yet?
I do not know for certain, but I could say most likely, probably going to be within his ears within the next day or so, if not tonight. So he could know about this, but if it comes from you, as opposed to someone else, maybe
And he pats you on your shoulder. He's like, "You're a very smart boy. You should need a place to rest tonight. You may stay here."
I appreciate it. Thank you. Is there anything I could do for you, Rabbi?
In the morning, I need you. Well, not in the morning, but in the evening, I need you to make a run for me. You will
As you
be
wish.
paid handsomely.
Well, let us get some rest. It's been an evening for myself, and hopefully this news pleases you, and we could speak more of it tomorrow. I'm sure it's getting quite late for the both of us.
It does. And your sire, well, your sire will find himself in quite the position.
Thank you. I appreciate that, and your hospitality for the evening.
Of course. And he shows you to a room that is clearly made for Kindred.
Shalom, Rabbi.
Shalom. And let's cut to a scene that you all are not involved in. Saladin stands in front of a crowd of kindred. There's about 6 of them here. Many of them you don't know. There seems to be a group of Toreador, Ventru, singular Ventru, a few Malkavians, some Nosferatu, a Ravnos, Alessandra, and Saladin stands before this group and goes, as you all know, we have voted to bring a new prince to the Philadelphia area. It has been something of an unconventional situation, but Allah has blessed many of us with the proper knowledge to make great decisions, and thus our prince has been selected. Please, come. And a boy comes up to the front, and he hands Saladin a note, and he bows his head, and he's wearing a hooded robe. You can't really see his face, but the face, if you could see it, it would be familiar to you. And he backs away. And Saladin says, It is the time of the rose. And we cut away. Back to you all, awaking in this evening. And I'm going to need rouse checks from everyone. But we'll cut back to you, Oscar, but I will still take a rouse check.
My hunger. I'm good.
I'm at 3. I'm gonna need a snack before I go out.
Ooh. And it looks
Same.
like Mikey Mike just joined us. So we're going to take a short, 2-3 minute break just to transition scenes and get him in here. So give us just a moment and we'll get Mikey Mike in and we will continue this story. So short pause and pop him right back. It might not even be a couple minutes. We'll just see here if everything cooperates. All right, we're back. I'm sorry if the things are slightly off kilter. When I do the it off scene, it always has it does not show my borders, but easy fix. And anywho, we're back. I do need a rouse check from you, Delroy Lindo here, because it is awakening time, and so we're cutting. to you all who are awakening in the apartment, since Oscar is not there with y'all. Oscar has had a different evening than you all have had. Oscar was a man on a mission.
I have to go speak to the Lord.
So, you all awake after a brutal evening, and a lot of stress for you all. But you survived it. Even though, you know, some of the people closest to you didn't. So, what are y'all up to? What are y'all saying to each other? How are y'all dealing with this?
We need to have a conversation.
I don't want to just. I'm not just gonna let y'all. I'm not just gonna wake y'all up and start throwing shit at y'all. This is time for y'all to like decompress over all the shit y'all just dealt with the last night.
I got nothing.
Ari doesn't want to say shit.
Ari, are you seriously considering going through with the werewolf thing?
What am I gonna say to fucking Dracula?
No, but like, I don't.
Like,
I mean, at least at least we die faster.
I told you Big Al was a flesh monster. Like, you really think we die faster?
Well, okay, look.
Wait, Big Al's a what?
Yeah, you Big Al dead. You really think we die faster? You think faster is what's gonna happen?
Look, okay. We need a plan because if anyone finds out that, we're all dead again.
And what exactly is this plan? So we are going to find some werewolves and get them to
Hijack
attack
Elysium.
the Camarilla for us?
Yep, pretty much. No, not for us. For Dracula. We gotta make that very clear. I'm not doing this because
Well,
I got
we
a
need to think it
wild
through
hair.
because
Like, I'm not coming up with this idea because I was like, yeah, this is the best plan I got.
Okay,
Let's
look,
enlist our
there's
mortal
gotta be a way.
enemies.
There's gotta
for
be a way
this.
around. There's gotta be. That, like, okay. Like,
I mean, a way around. I don't know. Maybe we can use this. You know, the Camarilla are after us.
well, I'm trying to
We've
fix
got
that.
the Second Inquisition here.
Yeah.
How?
Remember I told Sierra about the Second Inquisition showing up, and she's gonna take that, and I figure that'll gain us enough favor to not get our heads chopped off immediately. Which is gonna get screwed up if we send werewolves on Elysium.
Well, if they find out that we sent the werewolves, maybe.
Right. Problem is, if they do find out, we're all dead. And I'm trying to avoid that.
We're already all dead. That's the thing. Like, I don't know if y'all.
My bodega is gone. Ed is dead.
I don't know if y'all have noticed that, but that we Delroy's target might be the biggest, but we all targets.
I realize that, but I'm trying to make the target smaller.
I mean,
or
if
bigger.
everybody's dead, the target goes away.
Gang, you want to be in debt to wait? You want to be in debt to Dracula?
Already am. That's the thing you're not getting. Like I already said, because let's be real, I wasn't getting out of there alive. What would y'all's plan have been? You walk in and you're like, oh shit, that's Dracula, and he just asked a favor of me after I stumbled upon his hiding place.
Okay,
You're gonna go, yep, nope, yep, I got you, man. Like, what else you gonna do?
Well, I get getting out of there in the moment, but my problem is we can't.
So you want me to renege on Dracula?
There's gotta be someone of equal, if not more age than Dracula and the Camarilla. Come on.
Who's willing to help us?
If they know Dracula's in town, probably. Dracula's everybody's problem, not just an Anarch problem.
I'm waiting for ideas, y'all.
I am
Like, I got bad
fresh out of them.
ideas,
I'm
but
seeing
I
it as
got
an
ideas.
opportunity more than anything.
We'll
What?
add that
I've lost everything.
Y'all
I'm
are very much under the impression that you will be targets of a blood hunt.
Yeah, we're
This is not like been officially announced, but Sierra did warn you that this might be happening, and so did what's his name, the old sheriff, Jesus, Damien. Thank you.
Damien.
Yeah, no, we are fucked.
Okay.
We are fucked 5 ways to Sunday.
Well then, no. Okay, I'm trying to get the blood hunt called off.
I am done with the Camarilla. Everything that I've had, the security that I wanted, has been taken away from me by them. All of the troubles that I've had in the last few months has been the Camarilla. And they want to come here, and I'm going to wait for them to.
So you
Kill
want
me?
to line up with Dracula?
I want to use this. This is some sort of opportunity that we should just take. I can talk to. We need to talk to Genghis. We need to talk to other Anarchs and Anita and get them together. And this is it. This is going to be our town. If I'm going to die, I'm not going to be sitting around waiting for them.
I agree with the second part.
You really think that we're gonna get anything out of Dracula?
No, I didn't say that. I never said ally with fucking Vlad the Impaler. Like, no. You don't get that name from making friends, y'all.
Yeah, we're pawns.
Maybe he
said
impaled
that.
fish kebabs. Maybe he's a barbecue
Maybe-
guy. I don't know.
Maybe he likes marshmallows. We don't know. But I'm guessing he did not get that name from making friends. I'm saying I agreed to try and do this.
And
I'm not gonna-
what
I'm
is he offering you in return besides your life?
To save my ass. Maybe. And that's the thing. It's a maybe. I still agree. My ass. That was part of the problem. I still agreed to it because I wasn't getting out of there without agreeing. So either way, I've got to go talk to some goddamn werewolves. Like, I got to make a swing at this. Y'all don't have to come because this is a stupid thing to do. This is dumb as shit.
I can't think of what other choice we have. We've got the werewolves. We've got the Anarchs.
Yeah. Also, do you really think
We've got.
should we get the other Barons' input on this?
I mean, you're welcome to give Anita
That's
a
fair.
call and be like, hey, Dracula asked us to recruit some goddamn werewolves. She will come over here and kill us herself because what the fuck did you just say?
Okay. I don't.
Genghis might be down with it, and really that shows you the level of bad idea we're at, y'all.
Bad idea. I think we're just desperate, and it makes for strange bedfellows. But I mean, this is, for the last
really
couple of
don't
months,
think this is a good idea.
Things have been relatively reasonable. And as soon as the Camarilla says just a whisper of them coming back to town, and it is throwing our city into chaos.
Well, to
I
be
think
fair,
that-
that's the 2i, and also what happened in Moima Singh was Anarch business.
Look,
It's funny. Sierra comes back to town, and you're just Team Camarilla, just like that.
I'm team trying not to get our heads cut off. That means
Well, then let's work
that
together.
I fade into the shadow.
Delroy, let me make one thing very fucking clear. You call me out of my name like that one more fucking time, I will end you.
There's the Bruja.
We're either together, huh?
Because listen, yeah, I get it. You don't like Sierra. I get that. I'm just trying to help. So either you can agree with me on that or not. Whatever. But if all you're going to do when I disagree with you is call me out about Sierra, call me out about whatever else. You want me to call you out on your bullshit for being a shit baron for the first 3 months?
No, this is good. This is really good. We need to get all this out so that if we're going to be together, we're going to be together. If we're not, we can decide tonight.
Right. It's just my problem is I'm trying here. Do I know everything? No, I'm 2. I got thrown into this shit at 2 years old in Kindred life. So I'm pissed. I'm just pissed. I am pissed at everything right now. I don't want to die. I don't want anyone to die. And I saw an out for that. That gets screwed over by werewolves.
I don't know how.
Stressful few days.
I think I can relate. I think I completely relate to your stressful few days. My few days have been target on my back, getting a call from the Second Inquisition, the murder of Ed, the destruction of the home that I've cultivated for
40
longer
years.
than
Yeah,
you've
I
been
know,
alive.
and I don't want to discount that. I want to make that very clear. I do not want to discount the shit that you've had to deal with the past couple days. I'm just everything is pissing me off, and I don't know how long before I rip somebody in half.
I have been a shitty baron. I've learned very little or learned a lot. It seems like the former. But I've gotten by because of you guys. And I've done things for you guys in the belief that we will be together. We can do this. So I have faith in you. But we have to be of one mind about our next plan of action. We are marked for death as it is now.
Yeah, and it feels like no matter what we do, we're gonna die. If we piss off Dracula, he's gonna
very
piss off
possible.
monsters and kill us. If we piss off the Cam, they're gonna send a blood hunt on us and kill us.
To be fair, I would be the only one pissing off Dracula. So statistically, not fucking with the werewolves is better for the 2 of y'all.
Well,
Just by numbers. I'll be back over here. Y'all
When
keep
is
yelling.
the Elysium? When's the Elysium again?
I don't fucking know. We weren't invited. I think it's tomorrow night.
I think it's tomorrow.
It is tomorrow night.
Do
It's
not
not this
wanna
night.
go
It is the
Sabat?
night after.
I don't want to go Sabat. I don't want to go Sabat. I don't want to go Sabat. I don't even know that Dracula's Sabat or is it just independent? I don't know. That's where Ivy talking like, I don't want to do Sabat. That's a crazy bunch of shit I don't want to get into. That's a no for me, champ. But anyway, back here.
I mean, as it stands now, I just feel as if there are 3 of us who know, I guess 4, including our friend Vlad, who know about this plan to get the werewolves involved.
Wait,
If we can keep it at that distance, it could work.
I mean, yeah, wait, Oscar hasn't come back yet, has he?
Nope.
Where's Oscar? Wasn't he here when we talked about this? Does he get a say in this?
That's up to you guys. I mean, he
I don't like him.
seems reliable.
I don't like him.
Yeah, he gives me a weird vibe.
He's too much like me. I don't like him at all.
And besides, like, with the shit we're in, it would make complete sense if he's like, okay, I'm gonna tell somebody so I don't die immediately. Like, surprise. Maybe he's not doing that. Maybe he's out doing computer shit. I don't know what. But I don't
we
want
can't
to
trust
him.
him.
Right
I mean,
off the
we need
bat.
all the friends we can get at this point, but
Right, but
I guess we've only known him for 3 days, 3 nights.
exactly 2 nights.
I guess we keep him around, but maybe we should just be mindful of what we share. How's
Right,
that
there's-
sound?
Yeah, there's a reason I didn't. Yeah, there's reasons. Yeah, we need more time to think about this. I don't think, at least I do. I do not feel comfortable just going all straight. Oh, we're gonna help Dracula necessarily. Like, not because I don't want anyone to. This is a big thing that we're talking about doing.
Okay, so
Definitely is.
specifically, he said he didn't want the new prince crowned and recommended werewolves. Now, if we can figure out some other way to not crown the new prince, dope. I don't got any other ideas, and werewolves sounds like fun. And hey, if they kill us, they'll probably kill us faster than anybody else who finds us, if we're being completely honest. I'll go back over here. I can go by myself. Technically,
You
none
want
of
you to
y'all
go
are.
by yourself because of the word.
Technically,
You usually don't like kindred.
No, if I know nothing else, there is some nerve in my body screaming, "This is the dumbest thing you're about to do." Some instinct going, "You dumb bitch." But
Yeah. Also, what you?
Is it your sire?
no, it's just me.
Time out. One other thing that we need to talk about. What exactly were the Zamishi showing you? What was the thing? What was the thing that you were looking at? Like, I know you said you were using it for like medical purposes, but I don't actually know like the powers of the Zamishi. So what the hell?
No, I don't have Zamishi powers. As far as I know. I try to do something, it don't work. I don't have Zamishi powers.
Okay, that's not what I'm accusing you of. I'm just like what? Was it like the flesh crafting shit?
That's what they showed me. Yes, it was very interesting. Also, terrifying, but interesting. Much like early med school, terrifying, but interesting. Anyway,
Yeah, that sounds like a doctor thing.
what I was doing was not that, because I can't do that. I was just taking people apart.
Okay, we're on the same page.
That's fine though.
Okay. We're gonna.
When is Sierra supposed to get back to you? Last question.
No, go ahead.
I don't. She immediately wanted to go tell Saladin, or set up talking to Saladin about it. Have I heard from her?
No,
Jocelyn,
not
Okay.
not since
I haven't
then.
heard from her yet, but I don't know.
I mean, I say for now, try and get in touch with Sierra. Let's see what she says. I think we should talk to
Consider.
Genghis and see how
Yeah.
he's feeling about the cam and see what we can set up there. And then we should at least go play nice with some werewolves.
I mean, we don't have to. Like I said, I can go.
Hold on.
If I don't make it back, y'all know why.
I think that could be something that we do together.
Yeah, I don't. My concern is they're stronger than I am.
Oh, I'm well aware, which is why I'm thinking walking up with a half dozen people, or how many of us are there? Four?
Right.
3.5?
Like
Three
about
and
half
bait?
dozen. You got it.
3 and bait? I don't know. I don't
Okay,
know if that would be better or worse, if that would put them more on edge.
Listen,
Do you know where to find them?
Do I know where to find them, friends?
Oh, the werewolves?
Yeah.
Y'all have an idea where they are.
Because I remember they were hanging out by the Elysium and then they got firebombed. And
Yes.
Ari is personally hoping to be like, look, you could go take back your old stomping ground. I'm just saying, there's going to be a whole bunch of people there tonight. You kill some people, preferably some big ones, and you get your old stomping grounds back. Like, could be a good idea. Just saying.
They have moved further away from there. But yeah, you have an idea where they might be. Like, you may not know exactly where they're hiding, but
If a vampire wanders into their territory, I have a feeling they will
you'll
suddenly
know.
appear.
You will know that they know you're there.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna take a swappy back to
I'm gonna need
Oscar.
a second to breathe.
Oscar, you wake up this evening feeling somewhat refreshed. This was a stressful night for you to deal with. Subterfuge and all, but you have a nice place to stay. When you wake up, there is a glass of looks like a goblet almost of blood waiting for you.
Better than the stuff I normally get.
And it looks like a fresh change of clothes. It looks very similar to yours, not exactly the same, but like newer, fresher versions of which you'd be wearing.
Well, this is better than that. Get that Ari wanted me to wear. At least the rabbi knows what I like. Done on these new threads.
And when you step out of the room, the rabbi is sitting in his chair. He goes, "Good evening, child.
Evening, Rabbi.
Did you rest
Thank
well?"
you for. I did, and I appreciate the meal and the new clothes. It seems some people have some taste in this city called Philadelphia. Philadelphia. My apologies. I had to.
Oh, just need a minute. Philadelphia. I'm sorry. That broke me. That shit was so funny. It's not funny. I don't know why everybody's laughing at me. It's not a laughing matter. Okay, I'm sorry. Anyway, the rabbi goes, I have much to ask of you today. Should you feel up to the task, you can say no.
No, of course. You need a favor, and if relationships have to be forged with the Ravnos, what other way to start with a man of faith? What is it that you are looking to have completed?
I imagine Sierra is attempting to go speak to Lord Saladin. She is probably unaware that the new prince has already been named, though we have to take some time to build up the fanfare, as the Toreador want to do.
There's always pomp and circumstance with these things.
Indeed. The Elysium, as it used to be, well, our Toreador has decided that that Elysium was insufficient for their taste. But as they set up there, Lord Saladin has decided to rest with the Nosferatu. I suspect Sierra will go directly to the old Elysium and be somewhat confused, which means we have time to deliver this message.
And what is your message?
Exactly what you told me, child.
Oh, you wish for me to be your messenger.
I wish for you to be with me. You have, what shall we say, first-hand knowledge of the situation. Yes?
That I do?
Then we shall go immediately. Are you prepared?
I am.
This will be, shall I say, uncomfortable. And he grabs your hand, and you're immediately enveloped in darkness. It is like a darkness that is unyielding, unending. You cannot see, you cannot feel, you do not know which way is up, down, left, or right. It is sickening. It is terrible. It is cold, even cold for a vampire. And when you open your eyes, you feel almost like that the rabbi's hand is coming loose from yours, that somehow you are going to be left here. And then a moment later, you're standing in a darkish room. It is lit by lamplight. And you're standing in front of a tall man in dark robes with a purple phoenix on the back of it. and you are standing next to the rabbi, and you don't feel so good.
What just happened just now?
We took the quickest way from point A to point B.
A little bit of warning next time, Rabbi.
I suspect the
Too
warning would
serious.
not have made you any more prepared.
Uh, Physically, no. Mentally, probably not. But
Shalom, Lord Saladin. Assalamu alaikum, Rabbi. What are you doing here, and who is this?
Saladin, apologies for my appearance, not used to this means of travel. I am Oscar de Leon Ponce. Sir, I
You speak that name as if I should know it. Who is your
clearly
sire?
have a check.
Ah. You say much with saying little. Please, explain yourself.
Oh, it's probably the same thing I've told the rabbi um, last night. I've recently come upon some information. Uh, Sierra was to come to you with this. It seems as though Delroy has been in contact with Second Inquisition.
Oh. So the
I
Second Inquisition has found. They found another one. Do they intend to use Delroy in some way?
I believe that is their intention, yes. However, I don't think Delroy is going to accept their offer. I've been in close proximity with the coterie of South Philadelphia. I do not have to fill you in on the happenings, what's been going on there, but it seems they are losing a grasp of everything they've, for the most part, hold dear.
The word has
Delroy's
reached my
bodega.
ears that this Delroy's haven, or bodega, as you say, or do you, Philadelphia kindred, prefer John was destroyed? His John was destroyed. Is that the right way to say it?
That is the local vernacular, yes. I was actually there with him when seemed to have exploded. I guess there's no point in hiding anything from you because a man of your stature would find out on many other means, but I was able to gain access to some of the video surrounding the bodega, and it seems as though his ghoul, Ed, was given some sort of package. Can't tell who. This person was wise enough to obscure themselves from the frame. Ed took this package in, and a few minutes passed, and Bodega was no more.
That was not ordered by one of us.
I assume not. I know Delroy has broken the masquerade and most likely will be punished for it, but that doesn't seem what Camarilla would do to.
I have strong beliefs that our new Prince Annabelle will order a blood hunt on that coterie.
I assume that would be the proper punishment, not a tasteless bomb, a bit too impersonal for the Camarilla's liking, I would assume.
If it were up to me, I will leave them be. We do not have time to deal with kindred upon kindred death at this point. Our foothold in Philadelphia is far too shaky, and inner fighting is well, it won't get us very far at this point. But it is not up to me. I am here to simply ensure that proper procedures be followed. Is there any other information that you have for me, Oscar de Leon Ponce?
I don't believe I do, but if I come upon some information, how would you wish for me to pass this along to you? I could be of great use to you as well as my sire.
Your sire has already secured a space as the primogen of the Ravnos of the Camarilla. This is a space that no one in recent history has taken within the Camarilla from your clan. You are free to do as you wish, but should you have a message for me, I suppose you should send that to your sire.
I shall do as you wish.
However, I shall not be here for much longer. I am to oversee the Elysium, officially announcing the prince and her. And he looks like kind of disgusted. Party. The Clan of the Rose. But
If I may, there is one thing I could think of. Seems to be that someone has returned. A name that we've probably only heard in shadows, mostly told as scary stories so us kindred could stay in line, but it appears possibly that Dracula himself may have returned.
Dracula. And the rabbi looks over at you like, you didn't tell me this last night.
My apologies, Rabbi, but someone I felt of greater esteem should probably have heard this. In fact, I have not even told my sire this information, but
When you say that, he kind of sneers at you, the rabbi does.
a man of Stalin's importance, I feel, should be the first one to hear this. And in fact, the fact that we're here now discussing this should mean that we should not take this lightly.
It is good that you told me this, child. That one should have met his end by his own childhood. But it would seem that is not the case. If Dracula is here, then the Sabbat are here as well. And he looks over at the rabbi. Do you know anything, Basaris? And Basaris goes up his hands. No. I know nothing of Sabbat in Philadelphia. It has been Far, far, far too long since I have had much to do with those monsters. Yours is the clan of Shadow. I suspect you will find out before long. Once you have that information, bring it to my ears immediately. Go, now.
If I may, before I leave,
He says, not you. And Rabbi looks at him and he goes, he steps away, opens the door, walks out of the room.
one more thing and I will make my leave. I'm sure there's much that you must attend to. What of Sierra? What could be done with her?
What do you know of Sierra? Oscar de Leon Ponce.
I'm honest. I do not know much of her. I've only learned about her last night through my coterie members. I was awfully close to her.
Hmm.
All I know is she had a former seat within the Camarilla, but
Indeed, she did. And she was
and
removed from it. Do you know
she hopes
why?
to gain that back. I
Did
do not
your
know.
sire tell you? Did your sire tell you that she should not have her seat back?
That he did tell me, but it is not my place to ask why. Only to
Your sire is smarter than he lets on. I will tell you a simple thing. Sierra is a traitor to the Camarilla. However, she is of great use to us. She is one of great resources. And provided she does not do anything particularly dangerous, it is better to have her on our side. It is politics, as we say. But do you know of this terrorist, Tariq?
I have heard of Tyreek, yes.
Sierra embraced him without permission.
That I did not know.
She ordered the destruction of the prince. At least that's what we've heard. No one can seem to prove it because, well, you know, La Sombra and their technology. It's not like she could blow up a bomb. And then you might wonder how Tariq was able to do the explosion himself. Yes?
Of course.
Not too long ago in the Philadelphia area, there was a doctor who claimed to heal the broken. He was basically feeding the weak and enfeeble to kindred to have them embrace them and bring them to what he considered to be a better place. Many of them called him, like, I don't know, adopter. He's Build-A-Bear for your kindred. You can get one embraced and have them be your adoptee. Dr. Paul Weatherby, that's what he was known as. He's fled since. Tariq is no La Sombra. Tariq is a Ventrue.
Interesting. Interesting.
If you are to continue to hang, or I've picked up your child vernacular, if you are continue to travel with this Delroy and coterie, do know that Sierra brings danger to all of you and is not to be trusted.
I imagine as such, once you're in the Camarilla and kicked out, part at you is rather large.
She believes that no one knows.
That means that the coterie believes that no one knows as well.
Indeed.
I have things to decide on. And
Also,
things
you
to
will be in danger should Annabelle decide to go forth with the blood hunt. I do know Damien will be quite excited to hunt down Delroy and Coterie. Or in Big Al, whoever that is. Then he winks at you.
I just try and keep a plain face at that. Well, if anything should arise, I mean, I could just reach out to my sire. Hopefully he could shield me a bit, but against the new prince and the blood hunt, not sure how much protection I'll be getting from that. I'll have to play this one a little safely than I normally would.
Allahu Akbar.
I do appreciate your time, and my apologies for taking up most of it.
You are not a part of the Camarilla. Therefore, I will not hold you to our customs. However, I would highly recommend that you do not travel the way you traveled before and to show up in this room.
I imagine I will never see this room ever again.
Do you need a guide?
Please, if that would be no trouble.
Me. Pops. And a Nosferatu woman comes into the room, and she looks like she used to be very, very pretty. She has like all the proportions of a model. Very tall, does not have the hunched over look that a lot of Nosferatu have, but her face is scaly like a lizard's, and she has giant bat ears, and her teeth stick up out from the bottom and from the top, so her lips are always parted in like a grimace, and her nose is gone. But she has like these like really, really beautiful green eyes that just kind of stand out in the light. And she looks at you and goes, "Darling, please follow."
Thank you. And have a good evening.
Walaikum salam.
I follow and leave.
Okay. And she leads you out of the tunnels because you are in the Nosferatu's hidey holes essentially. And she takes you back out through the source, and you find that you are just around the convention center area and downtown Philly.
I will leave it there.
Okay.
Move forward.
Back to the rest of the coterie. You all have plans. You're going to go see werewolves, yes? Is this a solo mission? How are y'all doing this? What's the plan here?
Right,
Are you
is
going to
there-
call Oscar? Like, I want to know what's happening.
We should probably find out where the bait is. Is
Where
there?
the bait is?
Look, dude insulted my clothing. I'm gonna throw him at a werewolf.
I mean, if that's a level of trust we're gonna have with him, you know, I guess we keep him around and use him until we can't trust him anymore. Is that what you're saying?
I find it odd. Random dude walks into a kindred. Prince, can we tell how old somebody is? Like vibe check?
No,
No,
you'd have to.
that's a thing.
Yeah, you'd have to have a thing to do that.
Okay. Random kindred walks in, was able to find the connections that you are the one to get blood from, says he's been in town for a while, and wants to hang out with with Camarilla's Most Wanted. That doesn't sound sketchy to either of you.
No, that sounds.
It sounds completely sketchy.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw him to some fucking werewolves if the need arises.
I'm also thinking that if we know that he's giving information to someone, I'm assuming that it's to Camarilla. I'm assuming that we could probably use it in some way. Can we give him misinformation? Can we use it?
Mm.
Besides just, you know, watching him be torn apart by werewolves.
I don't know.
Look, if y'all don't want to do the werewolves thing, I'll put it like this. I believe the werewolves was a suggestion as perhaps the easiest manner of causing a goddamn ruckus and getting people's heads ripped off. I cannot think of any other means of mustering the kind of power needed to cause enough of a disruption for them to not announce the prince. Short of rallying all the Thin Bloods and having them attack and be wiped out and causing another masquerade breach and having whoever the hell the Camarilla answers to show up and be like, what the fuck are y'all doing?
I mean, he's over here. Camarilla, the people that Camarilla answer to is here.
Dope. He hasn't come and killed us yet, which is good.
Yeah.
Delroy, in the middle of this, you get a text message. It is from Anita. And it says, have you gotten a visit yet?
What
And
kind of
then
visit are we
immediately
talking
after
about?
that, it goes, oh, yeah, right. The bodega got blown up. Is there a place where the cam could find you, potentially?
Is Ari's place?
How good was Ari at covering her tracks? Probably not great.
As far as you know, it's been good so far.
Like, I'm okay at it, but probably not like unsearchable by the cam.
The
should
only
they put their
random
minds
message
to
you've
it,
gotten so far is from Oscar's sire.
which I don't know.
Which you
that.
don't know that. You don't know where that message came from.
Somebody knows where the fuck I am.
Yep.
Which at the same time, that was
I'll text her back.
That was the first night of the voice in
Yeah.
my head, so I didn't even click that somebody knows where I am.
Would you
I'll just text her
her?
back that I have not gotten a visit from anyone, and I'm laying low, presumably well. What do you know? What's going on?
The Harpy's making his rounds.
Oh, so more good news.
You could call it that. They asked me to bend the knee.
And
And what? You know what my answer was.
We talked about this shit.
does Delroy use emojis? No. Delroy doesn't. No, he does the black fist. Black fist.
First time using an emoji. Appropriate.
You know, Ed downloaded these for me, and he does the black fist. Sends it. Pulls his scarf up over his face, and he says, "I have to get out of here. The Harpies are making their rounds. They're asking people to bend the knee. I'm sure that's not going to be the invitation for me."
No, don't worry. There's also an invite in this to Elysium to acknowledge the prince at the very minimum.
I just think it'd be safer if I left. I'm gonna have to find somewhere else to lay low. Right?
Where else would you go?
I don't know. I mean, South Philly is all I've known for so long.
Hmm.
I could
Trying to
probably
think that
hide out
Philly
with
in general
maybe
just
Melly
means we need
Mel
to
or
get out.
someone. All right, let's be active. Harpies are looking for me. It'll probably be an invitation to this Elysium. It might be a threat.
Probably both.
Let's go talk to some werewolves.
I'm guessing my sire would have filled me in at least on Elysium and what all the quote unquote rules are.
Yes, you have probably the best idea of Elysium of everybody here.
So basically, not that we can't be touched if we go, but it would definitely be a faux pas. It would definitely be frowned upon should we go to Elysium and then they decide, okay, cool, they're here, kill them. However, once we leave,
You have a certain amount of time before you leave in distance before you can be touched.
yeah, so it would be exciting.
Very much so. I mean, should we go? I mean, it would be a good cover if we were there while werewolves were tearing shit up. Could be a way of hiding that we were involved. That being said, I haven't gotten an invitation yet, but
Well, they gotta know where to find you. Or us. And like I said, I took care picking this place out, but I don't think it's gonna be enough should they decide, okay, we need to find them.
did you you want to try calling Sierra?
Serenity. Oh no. Is she frozen?
Serenity?
Think so.
Ivy.
Ah.
Oh
Huh? Sorry.
no! Oh no!
I will wait for her to come
Hello?
back. Should we call Oscar? Hi.
Hello? You see me?
Yes.
Okay. All right, there we go. Yeah.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I got cut off and then you froze on my end. So can you repeat the question?
Are we calling Sierra?
You want to call Sierra and find out if there's any progress on that
Or not?
Feel
I
like
don't
that would
trust her
probably-
either.
I mean,
Yeah, I guess so. I say
you're
we just go
freezing
talk to
again.
the
Hold
werewolves.
on.
Let's at least see if it's even. We're arguing over doing it, but we don't even know
Well,
if it's
yeah.
going to happen.
Let's go. Let's wait for shark bait, and then
I'll drop him a text. I'll tell him to meet us in the area. How about that?
I didn't know you two exchanged numbers.
yeah, tell him to come
We
here.
did in the
'Cause
car at some point.
Get your
Just what?
ass back.
Because we've been arguing for half an hour, so I'm about to go start doing dumb shit.
And
I was gonna tell them to come meet us. Like we could just head out to the area. What's the area that they're hanging out in?
You don't know exactly.
we don't know.
Right over
Could I
here.
do like could I do like a streetwise or something like that? Would that be a role I could use for this?
I don't think so. It would not really fit for them because, like, it's not a street smart sort of thing. They are like literally a people in hiding after being firebombed at their home.
Okay, I just wondered if like a streetwise thing, like people would know. Like I don't know, what do werewolves do? Like don't they like scratch trees or like I don't know what they do, like pee on fire hydrants and stuff? Like people just just know about that.
They
You're going to
live.
get us. You are going to get us eaten.
They live among people like normal ass people generally.
You are going to get us eaten. You say some dumb shit like that.
Don't worry, I bought a squeaky toy.
They are. I mean,
They're
honestly,
gonna
I
kill
will
you.
throw
Just for, like,
you to the werewolves.
more context and a very TLDR. They are very basically dealing with the same sort of like frenzy shit that y'all deal with. They are always on the cusp of like going full on Bruja, but their issue is they turn into giant scary fucking monsters when that happens. But generally what they are about is protecting the natural world. So the Camarilla ordering a forest fire where they lived was pretty much the worst fucking thing that ever happened to them.
Well, maybe, just maybe, it will be enough for a conver-fucking-sation.
Let's make moves. I say we get Oscar to meet us there and we just go there.
I say we wait.
To the area where we think they might be.
I say we wait. Oh, we lost her.
Okay, so
Yeah,
let's wait.
hard feeling
She
that
back.
was coming.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Literally
Please.
loaded and then it went away and then loaded and then came back.
These things happen.
I need a hotspot.
All right, so let's call. I call Oscar and say, "Hey, I met Ari. She should come right away."
Yeah, sure. I mean, I was actually going to get in touch with you. I found out something about the bodega on the tapes. It seems as
What did you
though
find out?
someone gave something to Ed. I can't tell who. They were out of camera frame, but Ed looked a bit surprised, almost. And 20 minutes later, the bodega goes up in flames.
I'm assuming that you have the film on your phone.
Yeah, my phone. Yeah, it's not that big of a deal, but there's nothing else I
I
can
wanna
do.
see it.
There's all right. Ari's place, right? I'll be there in
Yeah.
about like 20-30 minutes.
Perfect. Click. Ari, you got any blood popsicles in there?
Yeah, I'm gonna need something because I am too hungry to be thinking straight.
Yeah, I'm at
I-
2 already. As well.
I'm at 3, and we're
You
about to
can-
go do
Y'all
Y'all
some
both
dumb
can
shit.
knock off. Y'all both can knock off one with these.
I'm at 1, and we're about to go do some dumb shit.
And knock
I
off
feel like
one,
the
too.
blood popsicle supply is probably gonna start running low soon.
Yeah, that's why I said y'all can knock off one.
Yep.
To deal with that.
Not too much of an issue for Ari. For the rest of y'all, though,
Now, I will say that just because you are baggers does not mean that is the only way you have to eat.
I mean, I know you can also eat vampires if you want.
Just throwing that. Yeah, exactly. You can also eat
As long as you don't
vampires.
I mean, the problem is you'll deapolize them on accident, probably, and we already have enough problems.
Okay,
that's the way to freaking look at the world.
so the idea now is that you're going to go visit the werewolves or try to find the werewolves.
We're gonna wait for shark bait, and then yes, we are gonna go and casually stroll into the territory of our mortal enemies.
One does not simply walk into Mordor, except that's what
Apparently
y'all are
one
about
does.
to do. You're just about to walk straight out like,
Apparently, one just strolls in.
All right. In that case, we're going to take a little break to give everyone a chance to bio, refill their drinks, all that jazz. And then we're going to go back on the hunt for werewolves who will either wreck you or Elysium. One of the two is going to happen. So, yeah, we will see y'all shortly.
Hopefully, not kill us.
Serenity wouldn't mind.
And we're back. There we go. All right. So when we last left off, our coterie was waiting for Oscar to show up so they could throw him to the wolves, both figuratively and literally. I don't know why. But let's answer a few questions here from you all. I need to know a few things like, what are y'all doing to prepare? Are you bringing anything to prepare?
Delroy's got some handguns. He got one from our first masquerade breach. I wouldn't have any like bullets or some like special bullets or anything like that, right? That's something Ari would have in her armory?
I can't imagine y'all are just sitting on silver bullets.
No, but I probably have a shit ton of silver jewelry, and I deck our Bruja out with silver rings.
Okay.
I'm like, it's not going to be much, but fuck it. Like, I'm at least make the one punch you get in hurt. Like,
This is like blood sport when the wrappings they put it.
And the glass, yeah.
I think hold on. She goes back to her embarrassing high school clothes and like, I think this chain, and it's one of the big poppy chains. I think this is silver.
Wow. Okay. So
Embarrassing high school clothes.
you're going to go up to the werewolves that you're supposed to be negotiating with, decked out in silver. Let's see how that works out.
One of us.
I'm just bringing my life model decoy with me.
There you go.
Okay. How do you plan to find the werewolves?
So what's the area that we suspect that they're in?
So let me I'll see if I can link this to y'all.
Because we could probably just stop at like a pet store and get like a dog whistle or something. Maybe that'll work.
The area you would be going to
I'm sure they would find us.
technically falls into the edges of excuse me, it'd be the edges of Anita's territory essentially. But you would be going to Fairmount Park. This is where the werewolves were before, and I will, if I can link this, I'll see if I can link it directly to y'all. It's gonna be a long link, but I'll drop it in the chat even so y'all can know the area of Philadelphia that I'm talking about. It's a big long link. You'll have to copy pasta all of that. But essentially where that is, you'll see the water and the Schuylkill River. They have moved from where they were near the East Park Reservoir. And when y'all see it, y'all can tell where I'm talking about, hopefully. I probably should have shortened that link, but that'd take too much time. But the East Park Reservoir area is where they were, and they have moved away from there further north, and they're basically hiding in the woods around the western side near Martin Luther King Drive.
I'm fumbling with this.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Does that make sense if you can see the map?
I can't see the map yet.
No, it's not bringing up the map for me.
Here, I'll do...
Oh, okay. I got it now.
It's coming up. Here, I will do I was gonna say screen share, but no, that's gonna break Zoom. So I will just shorten the link so you can see it. Let's see, bit.ly. because I want everybody to be able to see this if you're in the chat too. So, because I'm trying to use real world places. Nope, it doesn't like that link. Bitly is not a fan. Actually, I think I can do this then. I can just link the place directly.
Probably the easiest.
What if I just type in Fairmount Park? Does that work?
You should be able to pull it up from Fairmount Park in Philadelphia, but like,
Okay.
you don't want to pull up the website necessarily. You want to pull up the map, Google Maps area for it.
Yeah, see,
Yeah, I just typed in Fairmount
It
Park.
was-
Fairmount Park. Okay.
needs to update, but I'm not doing that right now.
So it, as far as scale goes, it looks smaller on the map, but if you look at the river and you look at the woods around it, there is some place where they could hide in there for sure. If you look at some of the screenshots and stuff like that. This is where the werewolves hang.
Okay. And we're coming in from like Belmont or something like that?
Y'all are coming from the south. So you would be coming from, let me go away from the pictures. You would be coming from actually pretty far south of this. You would be probably coming from the, you know, if you go all the way down to where Market Street is and going up north towards here.
Learning so much about Philadelphia. We have to go through we have to go through Anita's hood
Yes.
to get there.
Yes.
Okay.
Because this is North Philadelphia territory.
And who runs North Philly?
That's Anita.
Oh, I thought she was West Philly.
I thought she was West Philly.
I'm sorry. North
That's
Philly.
Genghis.
I'm mixed up. It's Genghis territory. Apologies.
Ah,
This is Genghis's territory.
okay.
Now, technically, the woods area, Genghis don't claim that purposefully. He's not trying to start a war with the werewolves. Because technically, generally speaking, unless vampires are doing stuff to really fuck with werewolves, it's like, don't fuck with me and we won't fuck with you, bruh. But if you run up in our shit, we can tear you apart.
And we
what's
just
up with
gonna
you guys?
walk up in
We're
there.
gonna walk in and
Hope
yeah,
for
I
the
guess we
best.
walk in. We don't know any
We're
names or
neutral.
anything, right? So
I see you, Ivy. No, that sounds terrible. Don't do it.
Did you want to stop at the Acme and get some steaks, Delroy?
Bring cookies. Everybody likes cookies.
I mean, I think we could probably hit a Costco if you want.
I see there's a Popeyes nearby. Should we just get some dirty rice? I don't know what werewolves eat. I mean, I say we stick with the plan. I mean, I don't know if that's a proper gift. Do we just bring them food? I don't know if that's a. I've never
How
dealt
many
with
of them there
werewolves.
are anyway?
There's a first time for everything, and
So what are
This might
y'all
be the
doing?
last.
I'm trying to make sure I got.
Stalling is what we're doing. We're stalling.
we're moving to the next night. We're moving to the next night.
Yeah.
We are stalling.
So y'all take, I don't know, how do y'all get? Do y'all take a train? Do y'all take a bus? You take Sarah, have her drive y'all up there? How are y'all
I
getting?
honestly, I should probably get a hold of Sarah because I haven't talked to her yet, and she was having some issues of her own. So getting a hold of her and getting her back in play is probably a good idea.
Okay. So you know Sarah's gone into safe house. You hitting her up? Texting, calling. How are you handling this? Obviously, you can't do any of these yourself, but
Can't do it myself. I would honestly, Serenity, if you don't mind checking in on Sarah. making sure that, she's still in one piece and nobody's trying to break down any doors.
Sarah, are you alive? Please text back if yes. Oh.
Like 2 seconds later, you get a reply. Yup, and super bored.
That's fair. Did you figure out who was following you?
No, but no one's followed me since.
Cool. I'll relay information. She hasn't been followed since, but she's bored as fuck.
See, that's the problem. I don't want her leading anybody here either.
I will add, and you noted this, because y'all saw the video. There was a black car that stopped when Al got taken. There's also a black car that was stalking Sarah.
Ah.
Do I?
No.
I think
Ari, I think you could put this together.
Yeah. Well.
Oh, it's Amishi. Gotcha. I brain someone to 2i because Black Bentley.
Yeah, no, that was my first issue, and if we actually have someplace semi-safe from them, I wouldn't want them finding us, but this should be okay. Yeah, tell her that it should be fine.
You want her to bring us to the place?
I would say, do I want my car there?
We can always have her drive Elvira. I'm sure Oscar won't mind. We should get her if we switch cars. She drives us.
That's true.
I mean,
That's a very small car for all of you to fit in. I'm just saying.
that's the thing,
Girls
it's-
can fit in the back, right?
I would say my car might be better for what we need.
Okay,
Because
you want me to tell her to bring-
it is the truck. So
And I suppose somebody could ride in the trunk if they wanted to, because they
Well,
don't
how big's
have to
Elvira?
smell.
I thought it was like an SUV or something like that.
Elvira.
Fit 3 people in the back.
mine is an SUV.
No,
No,
this man is driving like a 2000s Cougar.
I don't even. I'd probably say it's the coupe. It's not the sedan either.
Yeah. He's got a,
So you
he's got
can-
a
Has the
2-door.
fold-up seats.
you gotta fold down the seats so people can get in the back.
Okay, Sarah, bring car. We're going somewhere.
It's like it's gonna take me about an hour to get into Philly proper.
That's
Take her
fine.
an hour. That's cool. Glad you're okay. See you then.
Thank God.
So
I want to look
shark.
around the armory. What other things are in your armory?
All right, hold on. Let me pull up my
I
notes.
think I'm gonna need something a little bigger than an army knife.
Okay, I've got 2 oxygen containers, 3 heavy duty crossbows for grizzly bears. I don't think I have any gasoline left, but I probably still have some liquid nitrogen.
Okay, this is gonna be a question that I know my girlfriend's gonna ask. Do you still have the rocket launcher?
I am sure that this is just the stuff that Ari personally purchased and brought with her. I am sure that the rest of the armory. Hold on, I think that's in the actual notebook.
Because I know I will make her very happy if I use the rocket
Because
launcher.
we got a rocket launcher and we got like some sort of sniper rifle or something that we didn't have any ammo for, right?
I mean,
Yeah, that's what.
I just have a pistol. I
That's
might as
the
well.
problem. Nothing we we can throw all that. I'm pretty sure unless it's
Y'all do not have the rocket launcher, by the way. The rocket launcher was lost in the fact that y'all had an epic mega fight in the middle of a park. And
I mean, that's fair.
getting out alive after the shenanigans that y'all had pulled off, the rocket launcher was not exactly priority after Diablerie.
Could I
we
use?
probably have a couple of like AKs
checking.
left, and that's about it.
Could I
And
use my resources to try and find some sort of quick arms dealer somewhere where I could get some weaponry?
What kind of weaponry are you looking for?
I want to get some silver bullets. Can I streetwise the hell out of that? Like, I must know somebody who could bring me.
I could ask for grenades.
it is 2:00 in the morning.
I'm just saying,
You are
you
trying
want
to
short
find-
notice silver bullets at 2:00 in the morning. I'm just
I could ask for
No.
like a
8
Like a-
grand
like a
for
bear
2.
trap, some grenades, maybe a grenade launcher.
Y'all are gonna get us killed.
Okay, with your resources, absolutely fucking not. But you might be able to get like a 9 or a Glock or something like that. What kind of guns y'all think people are just running around with in inner city
I
Philadelphia?
just want to get some bullets. I was just trying to get some bullets.
For
I
like
didn't know silver bullets would be that hard to. I figured like with Kindred, we know we got werewolves in town. Maybe some.
Y'all not
Winslow
part
or
of the
somebody I know.
Camarilla. Y'all
I'm
are
hoping
part
for, like,
of
a
like
Desert
a
Eagle,
very
probably.
loosely affiliated sort of gang, essentially.
We're gonna die, so we better just pick how we're gonna die. Can we just pick how we're gonna die now?
Can we just get some sticks and just toss them at them and just cause a distraction?
We're not gonna die.
I'm
All
gonna let
is
all
there-
of y'all walk up first, do some dumb shit. I'll wait in the back. When you are all in pieces, I'll walk up and be like, "So my friends are stupid." But
That's
I wanted
it.
to
All right,
talk.
we're going. We're gonna go. We're walking into these woods. Sarah's gonna come. Let's do this.
Are y'all telling
I
Sarah
Everybody's
what?
afraid.
I will grab one of the like. Do you have a Glock?
Probably. I don't know how to use it, but I'm sure we have some left over.
I mean, I have enough in firearms, right? Yeah, I got enough in firearms. It'll be fine. I know how to use these.
I have a thing in firearms. I could use like a Glock if anything, and my shit pistol.
Okay.
We just I mean, Sarah's just gonna pocket it. She's not gonna like pull it on the second she sees them. She's just gonna be like, ah, hi.
Ari is walking up barehanded, and because fuck, if people run up on me with a whole bunch of guns, I'm gonna want to tear their arms off too.
So by the time y'all make it here, considering how y'all had to wait an hour for Sarah to get there because she was in a safe house, it is probably around, I don't know, 2:30, 2:40 in the morning.
No, we're not gonna have enough time.
And it's cold. It's still snow, sort of like sleet out in the woods. It's dark. There's a few joggers running around. Some of them in shorts. You know how it is. They got their mask on, but they're running around in shorts. It's,
Yeah.
you know the
No.
type.
Yeah.
You know the
I
type.
That's exactly what you're saying.
I just if you look around the neighborhood, you have a good idea of the kind of people you're seeing in this park walking around in shorts at 2:00 in the morning. So anyway, y'all crunching around through the woods. Are y'all going to like go off the trail into the woods proper? Are y'all just like wandering around and hoping something will happen? What's the idea here? What's your marching order? Are y'all like wandering or spreading out to try to cover more space?
I don't think we're that smart to spread apart and cover more space.
Yeah, I feel like we'd all be grouped together.
Yeah, because
And
it's
we
not
would
being a group of
probably be
yes.
like Scooby Doo on top of each other at this point. Like, fuck. I would ask at some point while we're driving and waiting, like, what you been up to Oscar, who I do not call Sharkbait to his face.
I was trying to find information out for Delroy, trying to get info from the video cameras.
What you did?
Why?
It's not a lie.
That's not a lie. I don't know, man. Like, again,
Ooh. Can we do rolls to see if we can see through his lies like we did last week? I feel like
We're
Ari
not
might be good
lying,
at this.
technically.
I mean, if you want to
It's
try
deceptive.
to.
I would like to.
I would also like to, because I can do that. That's insight, right?
Well, here's the thing. I will add that Oscar has not lied to y'all about what he's done. So
nope,
technically he's not doing any deception.
nope.
Never mind. That's why we're
I just like
asking, because
before we go into rolling, I want to like
It
he
is-
has to be lying first.
It is.
I've
It
learned
is the
from
same. It is the same line that
truth.
Ari dances oh so often, and I think that's the only reason why she's like, "That's a real short answer. That's a real short answer." Like my Met Dracula, we need werewolves answer.
Yeah. So that's it. You just
spent all this time just looking at the footage from the bodega?
It was getting late. I mean, what was I going to do? Come right back as sun was going to come up? Plus, I was a bit hungry. I had to find something to
Snack.
snack on.
Stash. Not a big stash, but we have a stash.
Well,
Yeah,
you know,
we had a stash. Now we
wanted
have
to go out to
rations.
can't be mad at that.
Oh, by the way, I passed Delroy my phone. Like, here's the video. Just play it and pass it to Delroy.
Yeah, I want to see it. Would Delroy notice anything? Would anything look familiar to him looking at the video?
All right, whoever this is that handed this package to Ed knows your camera setup intimately, because they stood in the exact blind spot, the one that like only you and basically Ed knew about.
And like blind spot is in like I just see like hands handing him a package.
Yep.
That's all I was able to find. Not much else.
And it's not audio.
Who
None
would
of these are
know?
audio cameras. So it's just like Ed's saying, like, you just see lips moving, and then Ed grabs his package and takes it in.
I don't know who would know my setup that well, but thanks for uncovering this.
Yeah.
After we deal with the werewolves, I'll study some more, or think on it some more.
Well, let me ask you this: who set everything up? That's the first person I would ask.
Yeah, I don't think it was the same as my warden guy. I think I had a different guy probably set that up, right?
Yeah, cameras and wards, definitely different people. I mean, there are Tremere technomancers, but Abraham is not one of them.
That'd be who I go to first.
Yeah. All right. I'll deal with it tomorrow night, I guess. Thanks again.
Yeah. Well, if there is a tomorrow night.
That's right.
All right.
All right, let's make these moves.
Yeah.
So, are you trying to get attention? I just want to know, like, what's your ideal move as you're walking through this park?
Would we see evidence? Is there a way to will we see like a footprint, or don't werewolves like pants tear when they we just see tattered pants and stuff like the Hulk or something like that?
Not
You really
necessarily.
don't know.
No.
You
Where,
really
you don't
how
know.
these work, do you?
So I'm not going to tell you, but you don't see any like telltale signs that werewolves were here.
Besides the
Okay,
big
look, let's just
flashing neon sign saying
look,
"Den here."
they're woodsy, right? So let's just go straight in the woods.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm down with that.
Anybody have a flashlight or anything like that as you're walking through these woods? Because it is dark.
I mean, I would assume we brought one. No, we didn't.
I got the phone. I got the iPhone.
I didn't hear anybody say they brought a
No,
flashlight.
was
I didn't hear anybody. I asked if you prep. Like, I heard crossbows. I heard
no.
liquid
We took a whole bunch of
nitrogen.
weapons and
I didn't hear
not
nothing
a
about
flashlight.
we're
Not
carrying a
candle.
container of liquid
I'm not
nitrogen
bringing the liquid nitrogen. That's what I had.
on her fucking shoulder.
I mean, that'd be funny,
I'll-
but
Fred, that he just
We
has
can
on
just
her
use our
shoulder just
phones.
walking through.
So y'all are
Well, we
walking
have
around
phones.
with phone lights. All right, cool. So I'm gonna need wits and awareness rolls from everybody.
Prince, I messaged you in Discord.
Let me see.
No, backwards. Nope. Damn it, brain.
Hmm.
Let me use a willpower.
Oh, yeah, the willpower reset because it's the new day.
Yes, y'all all
And
have
I'm
fresh
gonna
willpower.
go ahead and use some willpower because I do not need that kind of failure right now.
3 successes.
Bruh, I guess not.
Cool.
I'll stick with mine.
So we have failure from Oscar, a success from Delroy, a bestial failure from Ari, and what did you get, Serenity? 3 successes. Okay, so that's a success for you as well. Ari, we're gonna come back to you.
Yep.
As you all are walking through these woods, and y'all are not quiet. It is crunch through the snow and trees and branches. Just crunch, 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 crunch. And it's hard to see, even with your phone lights, which are fairly bright. Good job on them these days. Those LED lights are pretty
We
good.
are beacons.
Ari sort of bumps into Delroy after stepping on a tree, and Delroy, your phone just flickers and then dies.
Sorry.
Yeah, he'll shrug you off. And are you okay?
Yeah.
You broke my phone.
I back up a little bit. I'm like, just give it a minute, it'll reset.
And then, as you say that, the rest of the phones die too.
Ooh, that ain't me. Unless I've gotten super powerful all of a sudden.
It seems like it's you, but you don't know. And Delroy and Serenity, you hear a sound.
Hi.
Delroy's gonna pocket his phone, his hands up like, we came here to talk.
That's
We come here in
it.
peace,
We
just here to talk.
we're not we're just yeah.
And y'all see out of like the corner of your eye, just like a flash of fur go by. And then you look on the other side, there's another one. And then another one. And then another one.
I think we should stop, do the back-to-back thing, and just hands up, just like, we're here to talk.
Your
My name's
kind
Delroy.
don't talk. You only destroy.
Not this night.
Not us. Maybe you're thinking of the Camarilla, but that's not us. We're here in
Camarilla
peace. We're here to
and
run away.
Mark. Fucking vampires are all the goddamn same. You can't tell where the voice is coming from. Do you have weapons?
That's not us.
Not gonna lie, we do in case this went south, but
And
Nope.
you hear one come from behind a tree. And it is probably the largest man you've ever seen. He's probably a solid, I don't know, 7'5". He's like Yao Ming height. And he is very, very dark skinned. Like, it's very dark and it's hard to see him. He's dark. And he's wearing a big puffy coat, blue jeans, a t-shirt under it that says "fuck the police," and Timberland boots. And he goes, "Why are you here?"
literally just to talk. Apparently,
And then he looks at you and he says, You stop talking. Are you wearing silver? Fucking seriously?
Or not.
Running, just take them off. Just
Okay. He takes it all off. And he throws it on the ground like.
So you wore silver, then you took off the silver. Y'all must be the stupidest vampires I've ever met.
We hear that a lot.
And the other wolves in the woods, you hear them go, "Ooh, whoop, whoop, whoop."
Listen, we're just giving a talk. If it went south, we just wanted to know, but we're here to talk more than anything.
If it went south, you'd all be dead right now.
you have to understand. I mean, we have to protect ourselves in some manner. We had no idea how this is going to go.
Protect yourselves. You literally walk into woods
Yeah, I don't think being
looking for us, and then you have the idea that you're going to protect yourselves.
Never said it was a good plan.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is absolutely the most batshit thing I've heard in Lord knows how long. You have 1 minute to tell me why you're here before we start to rip you apart and leave you blood sacks dead for the final time.
Ari.
So, I am sure you are aware of the nonsense that happened a couple months ago.
You mean the part where they firebombed our woods?
Nope. After that, when all of the bullshit happened on our end too. There is about to be a new head of the Camarilla. The people immediately responsible for the firebombing of your woods.
Well, yeah, I take it that Genghis wasn't smart enough to do this shit on his own and not get caught. I mean, seriously, Genghis.
There is about to be a new prince, and, well, they want us dead too. There is going to be a massing of all sorts of important people, all sorts of important kindred directly responsible for that. The last location was, and I tell them the last location that I knew of Elysium.
It's the library.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. It was the art museum. That's where it was. Philly Art Museum.
Yeah, and I say, this is the last known location where there was parties. I do not know if that is still the case. I would assume so, but I'm not sure. Should you want revenge, it would be doing us a great help.
So you want us to go and kill off a bunch of blood sacks like you at a party?
They're not like us.
Delroy? Yeah.
A couple of the other wolves from his pack walk up, and they're in they look like, I don't know if you saw Game of Thrones, they look like dire wolves, and they run up and then they just turn into people right in front of you. One looks like she could almost be Serenity's twin, except she is got lighter hair and is cut short and shaved off at one side. But she definitely has the Bruja look jumping off. And the other is what you think is a dwarf, a very small man. But he looks like he just came from the most dapper party ever, because he is wearing a gold pinstripe suit. The pinstripes are literally gold threads in them, and he's wearing a white shirt and a tie under it, and he has his hair slicked back, and he's like, "Evening."
Like
I-
the suit.
I bet you do. I paid a lot for this suit, custom made.
Nicely done.
At least one of them has good taste.
Look, you don't like us. That's fair. And you'd probably rather us be in pieces than standing in your woods.
There's a
Fair.
few howls in the woods from behind you.
Right. Truth be told, I don't think any of us want to be here. But at this point, it's either y'all tear us apart or they're coming hunting. And we figured, you know what? We'll at least clue you in on a little bit of going ons. And maybe, just maybe, y'all get your revenge and we get a breather.
We need more information.
I'll tell you what I can, what I
No.
know.
No. Very specific information. You told me where they last were known to be. I need to know for sure where this place is going to be. Entrances, exits, what kind of security they have. You come back to me with that, and we'll deal with your little Camarilla problem.
I'll do my
I think
best.
I think we can arrange that.
We free to go?
He looks around at his partners. The one in the suit shrugs. The girl's like, I don't appreciate your jacking my style, but fuck it. If we get to kill some blood bags, I'm down. Go. He's like, wait. Anybody got a pen?
I would imagine Ari probably has a pocket protector and a pen. Yes.
And he takes a little notepad from his pocket, writes down name, number, hands it to you.
Put it away. I appreciate this. I appreciate the civility. We'll get the hell out your woods. And
they shift into wolf form and then they run off.
You leave.
Okay.
We should
That
probably
was better
scoop up
than-
that silver, right? We can't just leave that on the ground like that.
Yeah, we don't want them eating that up. Who
As
knows?
soon as you come near, like you walk away from it and then turn back to the silver, a wolf comes up and just growls right over it.
Let's just go. Let's just go. Let's just go.
please.
It's just jewelry.
That's
I
fair.
can
And
get
we're
more.
walking.
Let's just
And
go.
we're
Fair.
walking.
That's fair.
And we're walking.
Serenity was already walking. She wasn't even paying attention to the silver bullshit.
And as you make it back to the car, Sarah's like, y'all are okay. Y'all are okay. Oh shit, y'all are okay.
How about out here? Everything
For the
good?
most part.
Yeah, it's good. There was creepy white dude that like knocked on my window and asked me how I was doing, but other than that, everything was fine.
What do
Creepy
you look
white
like?
dude. Glasses, slick back hair. Probably too pale.
No, it was one of these joggers. He said he thought I was cute and I shouldn't be out here alone.
Yeah.
Right.
I am now picturing Dracula in midnight jogging gear, and it's just the worst.
Headband. the
Yeah.
little Sweat wristband.
Wow.
But with
Anyway.
the tape.
Wow.
Someone make fan art of
As a gentleman, I'll keep
Thank
you
you.
company. God damn it, Red.
Come to run the 5K.
What's this werewolf's name?
Anthony.
What's his hand the paper?
Anthony?
Yep.
Well, we have
Homework.
Some reconnaissance. Because again, if there's going to be new prints, things may be changing, and I really don't want to send a mess to the wrong place.
Yep.
Well, I know that Anita has an invitation to Elysium, and apparently there's a heartbeat possibly looking for me to give me my invitation. I'm assuming it'll have the address on there.
Or at
Serenity,
least
your
some
phone
sort of-
starts to flash, and then the screen comes back on, and there's a message. And it is from Sierra. And it says, "What the fuck did you do? Who did you tell?"
I have no idea what you're talking about. Like, about, eh?
And if you send, "I have no idea what you're talking about," like a minute later, it says, "Someone knows everything that I was going to tell. I can't help either of us."
2 seconds. I think I have an idea. Well, my plan's not gonna work. Somebody
What happened?
somebody got the information first. And the only people I told are in this car. Oscar.
Yeah.
Now, I know these two wouldn't have said anything because they hate the camp. You are new, so of course I'm saying this because we've only known you 2 days, so apologies if this is a bit forward, but what the fuck did you do?
What do you mean?
Oscar,
You
you get a
were in the
message
room.
while this is happening, and it just says, "Tell her the truth."
Oh. You mean
All of it.
speaking with Saladin?
Oh, fuck.
How was Sierra going to help you out? How was her going back into the camp going to help any of you out? How was Dracula going to help any of us out?
Hey, trust me, I didn't want to go with the Dracula plot either, but that is, do you want to piss off Dracula?
I don't want any of this.
Well, congrats. You're in it.
Of
So,
course, there's no edit undo
What-
right now.
once again, my question from the first night: who's calling in the favor that got you into this?
My sire,
And who's that?
simply known as Abhishek.
Do I know that name? Don't even know that name.
No, you're newborn. Absolutely
Yeah,
not.
I
You would not.
wouldn't suspect. I'm
Like,
just
you would
saying.
not. Absolutely not.
Just checking. Okay, I don't know who that is. Do either of you know who that is?
I doubt Delroy would know.
The only reason I might is the voice in my head.
No, Brayden wouldn't know. Brayden's not Brayden's not super familiar with Ravnos. I mean, he knows of them, but he doesn't know their people.
They exist.
What else did you tell them?
Well, everything that we know, they know. Well,
Why? That's the other question. Why were you sent to infiltrate and spread our business?
spread our business or try and stay ahead of the game for all of us.
All of us. Really?
Well, if they know what we're doing, then clearly I know what they're doing.
So, what do you have to report? As we
We're gonna
asked you when you first arrived this evening, and you decided to.
Oh,
Yeah,
finding
don't
the
pretend
information
you're
on the
our.
camera was
Don't
definitely part of the truth.
Oh, I
So
know.
what's the rest of it?
I'm aware of the game.
So you then agree that there's some things you're keeping from us as well, Ari?
Bitch, don't you even start.
Hey, I've told you
Any
guys everything.
position. And trust me,
Any position.
the answer, your head's getting ripped off.
Oscar, you get a phone call.
Ooh.
Your phone starts ringing.
One moment.
Put me on speaker.
You're on?
Excuse me. Good evening. I suspect you will attempt to kill my childhood tonight, and I am here to stop this. You all find yourself in a very precarious position when it comes to the Camarilla. Yes?
Yeah.
You trust this Sierra.
No.
More than I probably should, but yeah.
No offense to those present, but the La Sombra are not to be trusted. Ever.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know that this information that she was going to attempt to give to Lord Saladin would have resulted in a blood hunt on you?
I think there is a blood hunt on us either way.
Yeah, that's not very convincing. Cam was pissed at us already.
You are unaware of the interworkings of the Camarilla. I am now the Ravenos, primogen of the Camarilla, first of my kind.
Mm-hmm.
As it stands, I have advocated for a Tremere to be a primogen as well. You may be familiar with him, Mr. Lindo.
Abraham.
Indeed. Should I be able to convince one other member of the primogen to vote no on a blood hunt, then you all will be safe. Sierra, do you know her secret?
Which one in particular?
You know of the terrorist, Tariq, yes.
Yeah.
Sierra is why he has been embraced. Through a interesting man, a Paul Weatherby.
We've met him.
We know who you're talking about, yeah.
Your friend Tariq is a Ventru, but for all intents and purposes, he is Sierra's child. She is responsible for him. Which is why he's going to ground, because he has achieved all of his usefulness. Do you believe that Sierra would leave such a loose end?
Here's the...
I have placed my child among you for both information and protection. I will not lie to you and tell you that he has not reported nearly everything back to me. But ensuring your safety for the time being ensures the safety of my place within the Camarilla. It is mutually beneficial. You see, Oscar here, good child, reported the information to Saladin before Sierra did. Saladin had no intention of bringing this information to the new prince, which I will leave as a surprise to you, as you will undoubtedly enjoy your trip to Elysium.
I still haven't gotten my invitation.
You can consider this an invitation of sort, but I imagine that you will be found. Dr. Sir is quite adept at covering her tracks. However, we have eyes in many places, and trucks don't often disappear in your parking garage.
I was just getting comfortable.
You need not leave, at least not on my account. Not everyone has quite the access to information that my child Oscar and I do. We are resourceful. You, however, Dr. Sir, should be very, very, very careful with the company you keep.
I don't disagree.
Now, Miss Sanchez,
Yes.
your girlfriend,
Yeah.
should you wish, you may continue to play your role, should I say. But she is not going to be expelled from the Camarilla. She, well, not everyone knows her secrets, and thus it is unlikely that she will be booted without solid evidence. So, if you want to find evidence, all the better for all of us. But if you do not, you may continue your relationship as it is. But just know that she knew the consequences of reporting. She knew it would land in Annabella's hands. Ah, I spilled the beans. Ari, you would be the only one who'd know who Annabella is anyway.
Okay. I will hold on to that till we are off the phone. And a threat is always better where you can see them.
Indeed. Unlike the werewolves.
Well, that just might be fun.
Should you go through that plan, be sure to warn me first.
I'm sure even if I didn't want to, you'd find out.
Ah, yes. You have, you're unaware of the connection that some sires and their childhood have. And then Brayden peeps up in your head. It's like, nope, you're definitely not. You're definitely very familiar with this connection. It's not going anywhere. Is there any other information that I could provide you to perhaps give you more comfort? Should you destroy my child, I will be very upset. Please do not.
Please. Don't.
Oh no, now that I know what's going on, it's fine. Sharkbait's been thoroughly entertaining.
Literally. My problem was just the secrecy and this. I understand that's how most kindred work, but I'm not most kindred, so I apologize, but
One day,
Again.
child, you will learn the politics and you will know how things work. But
Oh,
until
yeah.
then, you will be an angry spiteful child, who will put yourself in constant danger of near death and commune with those who may bring you the most harm to whatever is left of your heart. Enjoy it while it lasts, because once you become cold and frozen, it does not go away. Good evening.
Good evening.
Rest well.
Sire.
Oscar.
I'll be in touch if anything should arise.
Not if you're dead.
I suspect so. Click.
See? Not lying. But you wouldn't have believed it from me.
You were lying. You were hiding what you were doing from us and letting ostensibly our enemies know what we were up to.
Oh,
Maybe
you
it'll be
can't lie if
beneficial
you never
for us, but it
asked.
still doesn't change the fact that you were lying.
Sugarcoat it however the fuck you want. I don't care. It is what it is.
it is, but at least that girlfriend didn't embrace someone in secrecy.
You want me to rip that head off? You want me to?
We not do it in the car. I just got it detailed, please.
Sarah's just sitting there like,
Yeah. What the fuck is
At
going
least,
on, y'all?
you know what? At least I can make my choices. I'm not my sire's lapdog.
I did say I was the dog of the
Hey. Sorry.
earlier, so again, not lying.
Call it whatever the fuck you want. I don't care.
Well, now we have more answers, which is good. And if we do go to Elysium, we will find out whether or not we are going to be hunted, which is good. And I fill them in on whoever the hell Annabelle is, or Arabelle, or
Annabelle is a
Annabelle.
Toreador, and she is both decadent and extremely violent and extremely dangerous because she's very smart and very powerful.
and I would imagine he gave us an address at some point.
For
Elysium?
Elysium.
no,
No.
He did not.
Okay.
He did not.
So this
But he
is
was
an
saying that the
invitation.
Harpy's going to find me at your place. I guess that's what
Yes.
he was saying.
Or there will be a note, as always, under my door.
I guess
So-
you just head back to your place.
I look over at
Bo-
Oscar.
boss, should I be driving?
Yes, please, darling.
This has been a weird night.
It has been one hell of a night. That is true. Oscar, since you have spoken with, would I know the name Saladin?
Yes, absolutely.
Since you have spoken with the fucking Justicar about our heads, you may have a better location. Is it still, was he at the art museum or was he elsewhere? In that area, at least.
I wasn't told exactly where it's at, but no, it's somewhere else, not at the art museum.
So not where we were.
I don't know everything.
Oh,
Mhm.
I would assume as much. Not at the art museum. General area of town since you've been here so long.
Could be, but I mean, if someone's looking to give us the information, we'll find out sooner or later. I could ask my sire, but fun in that.
I think this is fun. That's
We
cute.
just fucking made it out of werewolves.
I might have been able to actually handle that one on my own, y'all. Interesting.
Waiting
And
to find
why
out.
in the ever-loving God, I know we shouldn't trust him anyway, but why should we believe a word of the information that just spouted out of your sire's mouth?
That's up to you. I'm not saying for you to believe everything he said. I'm not asking you to believe everything I said. Clearly, you don't trust me.
The
I'll tell you the same
only
thing I'll say to Devroy. You don't trust me. I don't trust you, so we have that in common.
I will say this. Sierra confirmed that she is no longer Primogen
Yeah.
and gave us matching information to what Sharkbait was given. So that at least corroborates some story.
Right.
I'm not saying everything, but
Problem is, I'd have to ask her.
we are getting bits and pieces that are correct. Oh, I've seen that picture before.
And you arrive at home, and there is a pink and white Rolls Royce that is sitting right outside of your house. Lights on.
I like the style. Not my color, but I like the style.
This might be our invite.
Hop out the car.
Sarah's like, should I grab a pistol or like?
Just give it a moment. I don't think, in all truth, I don't think a pistol would do us much good at this moment.
Pretty quick.
I believe you, darling.
Ernie's just looking out the window.
Yeah, no, I'll get out the car.
Sorry, my computer glitched again.
All
It's a
right.
pink and white Rolls Royce. It's dope.
And at the as soon as you walk out of the Rolls Royce, walk out of your car, a man steps out of the back of the Rolls Royce in a pink and white suit. He's wearing all white, pink tie, pink shirt, and the vest is like a silk pink under there. He's like, hey, hello, how are y'all?
I had one hell of a night. How about you?
Things are great. I have to say that things are looking up for me and the people around me. I assume you know who I am, or at least what I'm here for.
I can guess, and I just want to say I love your suit. It looks so good.
Excellent. You'll probably hate me after all this is said and done, but I'm glad you have a good sense of style.
Well, what's going on?
Who's your leader? The one guy who keeps causing problems and got his bodega blown up? Hey, yeah, that's you, right? You're Delroy. Anita told me to look
and
for
what's
you.
your name exactly?
My name's Jason. You can call me son,
Jason.
or someone who's about to deliver your impending doom. That works too.
I'm gonna stick with Jason and give me what you got.
So I am here to declare that Lady Annabelle of Clan Toreador is going to be the new prince of the Camarilla, and you are offered the opportunity to bow the knee and become part of the Camarilla court, or be sentenced to particular doom. Probably, most likely. That's the TLDR of it. It was a bunch of fluffy words, but Toreador get a little bit long in the tooth about how awesome they are and write poems and yada yada yada, and that's really not what I'm into.
That's fair.
I really feel like
I'm assuming that there's some sort of invitation to
Acknowledge
have
or
the
bend the knee, or
honor
as
of
it were.
bowing in front of the new
Yeah, but you're
prince.
skipping parts. You're supposed to say yes or no before we get to that part.
I don't
answer's
think
no.
we have a
And why is it no? Just so I can relay this back to, the most powerful clan and sect in the world, so that you can understand that if your death comes, this is why it's happening. I just want to make sure this all on the up and up.
Yeah, Delroy's taking a deep breath. There's a lot bubbling up. What is he gonna say? The answer's no. I'll tell the prince why when I see her.
Mm,
They're not gonna let us into Elysium unless they
I
say
don't
yes.
think it
is my
works like that, though, Roy.
You guys are
Okay.
guessing.
So it's no, and you're going to tell this to the prince to her face, assuming you're going to go to Elysium. Yes? This is delightful. It's going to be so good. So, you are officially invited to come to Elysium. We're in a castle because that's what we do. It's on the Penn campus. If you've seen, Hogwarts and Harry Potter, and you got the whole twisty stairs thing, it's a really cool look. And it's an excellent place to know this is gonna be the last place you see before you die. So, you're invited. And he gives you an envelope.
Take it.
Oh
Is
man,
the envelope pink and white also?
the envelope is pink and white, and it has a gold etched rose in it. That is red around the rose. It is definitely the symbol of Clan Toreador, and it is signed by the prince, Annabelle. Man, oh man, I'm gonna love watching you guys get executed. It's gonna be so good.
Hope you enjoy that.
Man.
Anyway, that's all I got. Just one more time, make sure before I leave, you don't want to tell me why you're signing your death warrant.
Delro
Or-
has taken the invitation and already walked away.
Anybody? You want to help him out? No?
Sorry, lots happened tonight. You cut us at the weirdest time.
Fine. Well, good night, don't die. I hope to see you there. So that could be the last time I see you. Or the next to last time I see you, because the next time I see you will be on the blood hunt. It'll be dope. Anyway, y'all have a good night. Bye.
Bye.
Been nice knowing you. That was a bit of a downer. Expected, but
Can I rip something in half?
What are you trying to
Please?
rip in half?
I'm asking Ari. I'm not gonna damage her furniture without her permission.
Well, y'all haven't gone inside yet.
Well, I'm still asking.
I mean, I'd prefer you not damage the couch and shit, but
You got anything outside?
go off. I get. It's not a house. It's a whole apartment building. You want to rip
I'll go
a
and I'll
bench out
give
the ground or something? Go off.
Serenity the Glock I got. Just here.
Can I crush it? Wait, can I crush a Glock? Is that a thing I can do?
I'm going to need that let me see. I'm gonna need to check for this, but I will absolutely let you try to crush a Glock. I'm down for this. This sounds like a cool moment. Strength. Let's go strength athletics. And
Ooh, that's my highest shit. Yeah.
yeah, this seems like it's a thing.
Mm,
I mean, it's not an easy roll. It's a 5.
I don't expect it to be.
It's a 5.
If
But
anything, if I put, she needs to put her energy into something.
if
or
you're
she
trying to
will,
crush it entirely, you need let me see, that'd be very hard. That'd be a 6. If you
Well, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 dice in there. So
yeah.
mm,
But with the 5, you can bend it up pretty good.
4 and 8.
You have 8 successes?
No, I'm
Oh.
counting.
I
I'm
was
counting
saying,
my dice.
holy shit, I was not ready.
Powder.
It's like what Travis told me. Him broke a mechanical pencil on air. Like
Yep.
If he's done that, it's hilarious.
Turns to powder in your hands.
because it's probably gonna regen. I'm going to use a willpower. No, don't roll off the table. That is.
I'm an enabler.
2, 3, 4. 4 successes.
Uh
I know it's a failure, but like,
you try, and it looks like you might have bent to Shafto just a bit, but your anger, while it was there, it just did. You're probably even more pissed now because you know you could probably do this on a better
I
day.
throw it to the ground and I just walk inside. Like,
Throw
don't
it to the
touch
ground.
me.
Let me see here.
Does she
Don't say do anything for
accidentally
you.
It goes
shoot her-
off,
Yep.
and the tire goes out and on the car. And Sarah's like, "What the fuck?"
Sorry.
Hold on.
I-
Yeah.
I go hide in a room and I'm just not Ari's room. But
Oh, I gotta change
I'm
this
just, like,
now.
curled away.
God damn it, it's cold.
I know. Come on, we'll get it done real quick.
I mean,
Need a hand?
If you wouldn't mind, Shark Bait.
Well, can't say I didn't do anything nice for you folk.
There you go.
Plus, it's probably our last night alive.
and that's what we're gonna call the session. It's probably our last night alive. That's a perfect place to be like, all right, we're done. Well done, y'all. Well done. I love this session. That was well done. Y'all escalated drama at appropriate moments. Delroy and Serenity had like a whole ass argument.
Yeah, that was a full-on fight. I mean, I think like the coterie's under so much pressure. Everyone's being pulled in different directions. I don't know. It's not looking good.
Gonna
It's
be
not
like-
part of the movie where you don't know if the band's going
At
to stay
each
together.
other's throats.
it's a powder keg, just right.
Oh man, now you'll get to do the politicking legit at Elysium.
I only
I
have
mean,
one in
I think
politics.
that-
Does anybody have anything else?
You expect me to have anything in politics?
That's
Oh,
not
yeah,
until
one in
next week,
politics,
Red
too.
Justice. It's not until next week. I thought it might happen
mean-
this week, but it'll be next week.
I got some XP, so maybe I'll throw it
Yeah.
in there.
Same.
But I mean, I think that Delroy is all about this werewolf plan. Like Delroy's on some like fuck the Camarilla, go to war kind of trip. And part of that is
Aaron's
just like
done.
he's all messed up from
Sure.
Ed. He's all messed up from his bodega. He's got this Nos blood in him that's just like, I don't know. And just the cam has just been trouble since day one. Since our first session.
Yeah, Delaware has
So-
nothing to lose right now.
Yeah.
Outside of his life, which
Don't say that, Red. Don't say that.
What they say.
I mean, this is known.
Prince has some shit up his sleeve. Is the exact words of the rest.
Which I mean, to be fair, we already knew.
I would say
like,
y'all should have come to expect this at this point.
Oh yeah.
right, like
I just
That's
don't
not
want to be a player.
We just walk into the sunlight right now. Like she's just ready to like, nope. I'd rather burn. Fuck off.
Not everybody is evil. Like, y'all literally had somebody in the camp come out and be like, I'm trying to save y'all lives. Stop being dumbasses.
well,
Well, I know I have an out.
I mean,
I
you
mean,
are
I'm-
you are in on these werewolves too. Like,
Unfortunately, at this point, if something goes really bad for you, Oscar, you might be shit out of luck.
Might be, but Might be a-
just get down here in the gutter with the rest of us. Like, just accept that's where you are.
I still would kill Jason. I mean, I feel that. I feel that.
I think if Delroy was a different character, that probably would have happened.
Because Jason was a straight up asshole. And
Yeah.
there was no qualms about it either.
Nope. Serenity's just too tired. Too tired. To...
Oh man, next week's gonna be great. Y'all versus Elysium, and all the cast of characters is gonna be there. That means I have to do some work though, because I gotta actually like pull up character sheets for everybody and be ready to do roles for them. It's gonna be great though, because I have a lot of characters and a lot of
So
people
are
y'all
we-
can meet.
Are we
Don't
being
make the
fancy
characters
next
next because a
week?
bunch of werewolves are just going to eat them.
What's that?
Are we being fancy next week since we're all going to be going to Elysium?
It is going to Elysium. So if you want to dress up in your like most clan clothing wear that you want to put down, that's probably the place to do it, because Elysium is where the rules for like fitting in with human society, that shit gets thrown out the window. This is a vampire party.
I
So
mean,
if you
the
want to dress
fanciest
like a 1920s flapper, that's what you feel in your heart and your soul, you do that.
Oscar's just probably going to be in a pea coat and a nice cloak. To be honest.
What am
I
I
mean-
going to wear?
Just be a Toreador.
I gotta pick a dress.
I mean, Lasombra do have a very similar sense of style. Maybe not like an obsession like the Toreador do with pretty things, but
Yeah, no.
certain Lasombra might feel that way. You know, certain ones.
Ari
And
just
certain
really
ones
likes
might
clothes.
just like guts and gore in flesh crafting.
and clothes
And
and
clothes.
clothes.
So hopefully that was fun. Hopefully everybody enjoyed that. That was
Oh yeah, this is an amazing story. It's just the heart palpitations go a little bit, but I'm good. I'm good. It's not like bad type. It's just intense.
Oh yeah. My heart was pumping during that scene in the SUV. I felt that. I felt that.
You thought you were about to get
Ew.
your head
Had
ripped
decided
off
not
by
coming.
Yeah, I
my
thought I
Serenity
was
from
going
the
to go
back
through a
seat.
window. I thought I was going through a window.
Defenestrate
last minute.
it. Straight
Look,
up.
honestly, what Serenity needs is somebody to fight that's on her level, and she can just punch the shit out of. That's all she wants.
If you want
Look,
to
you
fight,
could call Genghis in like he would probably happily throw down. You want to start? You want to start a brawl? Yes, let's
mean,
go.
Genghis probably has a fight club. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Oh, probably.
So,
I will get the boys together and we'll just go off. It'll be good.
I mean, technically you can if you're a caitiff. Lethal cast. Technically. Caitiff for like no clan
Hybrids, basically.
slash
Whoa,
all
whoa,
clans.
we don't like that term.
We don't like that term.
Sorry.
All right. Anything else, folks? Anything I want to talk about before we head off for the night?
Thank you for the wonderful session.
Yeah, thank you.
course.
That's
Yeah,
all.
yeah,
great
thank
job.
you for
Thank
scaring
y'all
the shit out of
for
us.
like buying into all this shit. Like y'all really played into everything that's going on. So
I'm excited for D&D next week.
Honestly, I think Ari is at a state of just she's beyond scared to the point where it's like that calm fatalism, like this is fucked. We're all gonna die. I'm taking as many of these motherfuckers out as I can with me. Like that's kind of where her head's at. She's like, fuck it, bring on the werewolves. It's not good, y'all.
We're gonna find out.
all I have to say is
I-
you're not dead.
We're not dead
And
yet.
and all of the
Yeah.
times y'all thought y'all were gonna die so far, y'all are survived.
Yeah.
That concerns me, honestly.
Y'all even survived the Methuselah.
Yeah, well, that
Barely.
Oh, that's how
I
you say it.
barely.
The Google.
You want to piss me off right now?
All right,
I
so
thought I was saying it wrong all this time.
oh my god. All right, so let's do our sign outs here. So I'll give everybody a chance to say their piece, do their plugs, and we'll call it a night. We'll go rates peoples. So Lonzo.
How we doing? Alonzo Gonzo. You could find me on Twitter, because I have a thing for this too. There are my socials and chat, where I also stream on Twitch Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. Do I stream Wednesdays? No, I don't stream Wednesdays because we're on here. Monday I do Hades. Tuesday I do community game night. Fridays I do retro Fridays. Community game night we're actually going to be playing Dead by Daylight with Sprinkle Theory.
Nice.
We're going to be going at 9 p.m. on our respective channels, so you can find us there. And just a quick plug: next month I'm going to be raising money for CHOP, Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, all month long. So if you want to, if you can, please donate. If not, please spread the word. I will put tweets out there as we get closer to that date.
Cool. Mike.
Hello, I'm Mikey Mike. You can find me as my alter ego, blind. Well, I'm not blind anymore. Hubert Jenkins. I play old-timey music and talk about black people. And on Tuesdays, I play old-timey music and talk about black people and read Choose Your Own Adventure books. This week, we're reading Mystery of the Maya by R.A. Montgomery. Choose Your Own Adventure number 5, where you might be sacrificed to a Mayan god or be a double agent fighting a modern revolution.
Are these
Who
new?
knows?
Are we relatively new?
This is a reissue, so it's like a
Okay.
new version of it.
That's
But
what I was
this
like.
is from the
That's the OG
late
one.
70s.
Okay, got it. I was like, I
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
like I've read this, but I'm like, that does not look like the cover that I read.
So this was redesigned in 2010, but it first came out in 1982.
Got it. Okay.
This is a classic. Yeah. Yeah,
All
that's where you can find me.
Liz.
I'm Liz. I'm Fuzzy Slippers 05. Pretty much anywhere you'd want to try and find me. Mostly I'm here. I think we got a couple of new things maybe coming up, but I also DM here on Wednesdays when we're running through Stories of Surrey.
Cool. And Ivy.
Hi, I'm Ivy. VtM2757 on Twitter and VtM57 on TikTok if you are interested in cosplay things. It's a thing I do. I'm thinking of trying to stream eventually. I keep saying I'm gonna do that, and then it's just like out my brain. But I'm gonna try.
Cool. And I guess that leaves me. I am Prince, also known as Dimples and Dice. You'll find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, all that jazz at Dimples and Dice. I am not going to be doing D&D tomorrow as normal. It's Valentine's Day, so several of our players are out. However, me and the Red Justice, who is in chat right now, are going to be doing a couples game time tomorrow afternoon for that time period where I normally be streaming. So I don't know what games we're going to put together, but we'll be drinking and streaming and having a great time. And it'll probably be hilarious because we're going to definitely troll each other. On top of that, Lady Justice is going to be running a short D&D campaign in the Humblewood settings with a bunch of fuzzy and furry creatures. We're going to have like a short 4 session campaign where we'll be playing like hedgehogs and mice and cute birds and stuff like that, and she's going to be putting that together. She has a tweet up for people who are interested in playing. I will be playing in the game and she will be running it as DM. If you would like to play, check out that tweet linked in the chat, and yeah, do the survey, and we'll be looking to pick players here and probably in the next week or so. And that's all I got. Obviously I'll be streaming my normal stream schedule. I'll be doing some Hades next week, of course, trying to break my record, and more Mafia 3 and some Grand Theft Auto San Andreas for our Gaming with Black Protagonists series for Black History Month. And that's it for now. So, with that said, we're going to raid another vampire game because that's what we do. Keep this vampire goodness going. But yeah, make sure you like, follow, do all the thingies. Follow us on Twitter as well at Rolling These 20s, where we'll keep you up to date on whatever shenanigans that we get into. Ayla, Serenity, or Ivy streaming, that sort of thing. So yeah. And I'm not tired of DMing. I'm just like, the next game, this game in specific, looked like your cup of tea. And I'd rather be a little cute hedgehog running around wrecking shit as a hedgehog barbarian or something than running a game full of cute creatures, because clearly I don't do cute very well. You see the shenanigans I'll put together in this game? There's no cute in this. All right, folks.
Jason was wearing a cute suit, but
yeah, but Jason was a complete and utter asshole.
I want to hang out with that little guy more with the gold card. That guy. That's
guy
somebody who
has
wants to kick
The
it.
little werewolf? Yeah.
If we make it through this, that's going to be Delroy's new drinking buddy.
I'm sure
Blood drinking.
you will be down for that. Did I start the raid?
Not
I don't
quite.
think so.
Oh, I did a shout out. What the fuck am I doing?
Mm.
Jesus Christ. There we go. All right, yeah, we're doing the raid in like 10 seconds. Stay tuned, do the raid, and we'll see y'all on Wednesday. Have a good night.
Take care, everyone.
Good night. Boop, 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 boop.
Okay.